Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushtongallery.com. It is Thursday, last day of November 2023. This video is called Choosing BCW Archival Sleeves and Binders. Well, I've mentioned in past videos about how I use the Itoya Profolios for archiving my artworks. It's they look like these. You can buy these at all the major art stores. So you can put them in there. They have these wonderful, archival sleeves and lots of different sizes. You get them at Michael's and where else they sell those? Hobby Lobby. They might even sell them at Joanne, right? The book paintings. All the book paintings I made last year. Just made so many of them. And I do love the Itoya Profolios. They are very good. If you work in a certain size. But what if you work in other sizes? Well, we'll get to that. So my late father, he collected, a lot of things. And he collected things. Not quite to the extent that Andy Warhol collected things. We had like warehouses and warehouses full of stuff. But he bought a lot of commemorative stamps, modern things, stuff in the last 25 years or so. And he just kind of stacked it up, and that was the way that he collected things. He never really went through it. So, you would see things like this. This is how you organize them by when the price went up, right? And then he never went through. He just bought them for whatever reason. There's Judy Garland, The Legends of Hollywood. And you've got these Disney, back when people cared about Disney. The old Longfellow there. Look at this. Big quilts of G's Band. Oh, those are kind of fascinating. Look at that. That's like modern art right there. Those quilts. There's Ben Franklin. He caused a lot of problems. That's good. Sugar Ray Robinson. Look at that. That's awesome. Awesome stamp. You should have a stamp for Avon Barksdale, Lester Freeman found it. And Hattie McDaniel. Amber Alert. It's a stamp that just, and then it's like this, right? So lots of stamps like that. They weren't even grouped together. So what am I going to do? Am I going to leave them in these bags are, starting to get a little bit of an odor, because as paper ages, you have to be very, very careful with it. So did a little research, and I thought, you know what? Went out and bought some. I went to a coin shop because he's got some coins. They're not the best coins, but I wanted to be able to display them. And so I didn't buy this at the coin shop because I didn't know how much they were selling, just like individual pockets. But then this is like a little 20 pocket here, and this will fit inside a 2-inch binder. Probably ought to have 2 or 3 binders for each, 100 sheets or 100 pages here that we have. And of course, you want to put the coin in one of those little protectors that's made out of Mylar, and then you can put them in these, which these are archival because they are um, polypropylene, not PVC. My dad stored some coins in PVC, and it's not pretty, not pretty. But and then I decided to get some 2 pockets here, and I'll get some binders, more binders from BCW on this because I didn't realize how much I was buying. But so I have some smaller artworks these days, and instead of using the Itoya Profolio, which are just kind of one size, I can go and put these, so this would be half. You put 2 on each page, right? So 2, and then 2 on the back side, so you get a lot in there. So then I was trying to figure out, what am I going to do with the stamp collection? Because 34-cent stamps, yeah, they're in a, you've got them in a, sheet here, but they're really not worth much more than face value. And who are you going to sell them to, right? You sell them to a stamp shop, they're not going to pay. You're not going to get much money. Don't have fantasies. There's no upside down biplanes in this collection. Absolutely not. So it's stuff like this, stuff that you could buy, at the, who's this guy over here? James Madison. It's Madison time. Here we go. Look at this. They don't make them like this anymore, do they? Is that James Madison? I think that's James Madison. Just gonna get that. Check that out there. Yeah. Get that back in there. I know I just shove them all in there. I probably should do that. I'm doing it wrong. Carnivorous plants. Lucille Ball. Langston Hughes. Baseballs, fields that no longer exist. Probably most of them don't exist. Who knows? Winter sports in lovely 8-bit rendering. States, which I had to fold over because it was 2, and then we've got the sporty cars, Studebakers, the Kaisers, Austin Healy, those are cute. Henry Fonda. And so look at this here. There's a bunch of different scientists. Robert Penn Warren. The Duke of Wayne. More stuff. Look at this. American choreographers. The District of Columbia stamp should have been very, very small. I'm just saying. Dr. Seuss. James Baldwin. Look at the E.T. Everybody use the E.T. stamp? A lot of these. He had a lot of these, Pacific Coral Reef, Northeast Deciduous Forest. Greta Garbo. But this is a great way to display them, You just you see what you got. This is just a fraction, guys. Just a fraction. so much here. But anyway, my job here is to, I guess sort of be, I guess kind of an archivalist because I sort of do that with my catalog. And I thought, well, the least I could do is catalog his stuff. You know, I don't want my mom to be like, oh, I need some stamps for Christmas. Like, give me a couple of Andy Warhols. No, 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 don't, no, no. I could take one from here and there. And like, no, 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 no. Just appreciate them for what they are. He bought them for some reason, and they're cool. I mean, they're fun. They're fun to look at. There's a lot to look at. There's a lot. There's another binder here. There's another binder over there. And. But again, to be fair, most of these are, you know, barely above face value. When you look it up, when you look up like on eBay or something like that, if you were to sell, then you got to ship it, right? And then, you know, even if you get somebody to, you know, 7.40 for a sheet of stamps. Even if you can get somebody to pay $14 for it, then you get shipping and then they'll receive it, or they say they won't receive it, or oh, I didn't get it, or oh, it's got a little ding here, so I'm not happy. I want to return it, and it comes back, all messed up. And nope, 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 nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna sell it to the not gonna sell it to the stamp shop either. No. Oh, we'll give you $8 for it. No, it's not like that. Collecting, you just find a nice way to present it. That's you know, that's what I'm here to do. Representing the collection. Not super fancy. It's not any that's how I have to say. It's his collection, then it is what it is. And I don't know, I think it'll be fun to kind of look through these things every now and then. Store them properly. And so I'm going to do the same thing with my artworks, and I'm going to do the same thing with his coin collection. What's salvageable? Um, and a lot of the coins are a little on the flat side. It's a kind of pocket change, and he did that. He'd go through his change years ago, and here's a wheat back. I'll throw this in my collection. It's like And you look at the prices, and you're like, oh, wheats are selling for that little. Wow. But you never know. You never know. You might pull a 1909 SVDB out of your pocket. You're never going to pull one of those out of your pocket. But anyway, I'm rambling. But just showing you some of the stuff that I use to archive the stamp collection, the coin collection, and some of my artworks in the future. Because I like to save things. I like to save my artworks. Catalog is forever. You made something. You never know. It may not resonate with people right now, but maybe down the line, right? I don't want to have warehouses full of stuff like Andy Warhol did, but it's okay to have a good collection. But be careful about it. Be careful of how you store things and collect things, and um, especially if you know other people who collect sorts of stuff. Try to make sure it's using archival materials, and they're safe. They're not sitting under a burst water pipe or anything. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Listen, I'm tired. No art tonight, except for Andy here. Talk to you later.